What's up, everybody? It's Lord Gaelic. Yes, it's been a few days. I had shit to do. You know, I do have a life outside of this shit, but nevertheless, I'm back to rebuke and verbally crucify this goofy bitch here, our favorite high school dropout, Miss Soncerae Smith. And yeah, she put up another, well, actually a few ridiculous lives. And when I saw this one, should black women warn women of other races about dangers of dating black men? In other words, should my hating ass talk shit about black men to these women who are more attractive than me, have more education than me, and an overall better person than me? Is what she really trying to say, because anything that is this bitch perceived as being better than her, she tries to shit on. So again, should she warn these women? Okay, bitch. Okay, coming from you, take advice from a high school dropout, two-time baby mama who has never had a successful relationship. Okay.
Interesting movie. It's on Hulu. I think it's a Hulu original. It's called Deep Water. And I was like, wow. Anyway, I got a chance to watch that on Thanksgiving. I cooked me a nice little turkey.
Bullshit. Do y'all actually believe that this bitch could cook any goddamn thing? Really? You cooked the turkey. Oh my God. Okay.
I didn't.
But you notice how everybody else who cooks something and they proud of it, especially females, they take pictures of it and they show it. We know goddamn well this bitch had even made a bowl of cereal, she would have posted that shit for attention. Fuck out of here.
Cook a lot of stuff because usually it's just me and my kids and my mom.
You mean you and your kids? You mean you, Radio, Big Kathy, and Damo, aka your roommate? Okay.
Unless we go out of town, like to the East Coast, and check up on our family and stuff like that.
Hold the fuck up. First of all, your broke ass can't afford to go no goddamn where. And two, your family don't fuck with you or Big Kathy. So stop threatening to go see your family and check up on them. You bitch you.
And we don't really, it's not a lot of us, so I cooked this nice juicy turkey that I dry brined first, and then
okay, bitch, yeah, okay.
And I cut up some vegetables and put some fruit and kind of roasted it, and it came out real juicy and nice. I was like,
okay, you probably saw a video of that shit on YouTube, or you saw that shit on Instagram. You know goddamn well your bum ass ain't cooked shit.
Yeah. Then I cooked some mac and cheese. We had, the typical Thanksgiving, and then we had some of Patty's pie, sweet potato pie, Patty LaBelle sweet potato pie.
Okay, in other words, y'all ass went to fucking Popeyes and got a goddamn turkey from Popeyes, one of them, the Patty LaBelle pies, and you got the family size mac and cheese, bitch. Tell the truth. Y'all had a nice Popeyes Thanksgiving.
And we had some apple Dutch pie. And I had me like a glass of red wine or two. And that's really it. Just sat down and chill. My son don't like Thanksgiving food yet. He don't know nothing about
that. Of course, Radio don't know nothing about Thanksgiving food. The nigga been in a hotel his whole life. This is his first year outside the hotel. So where the fuck is he gonna get a traditional Thanksgiving dinner? What the fuck? I mean, goddamn. I hate it for that little nigga. Goddamn, you got autism going around. You got this bitch trying to feed him a Popeyes Thanksgiving. Oh God. Okay.
Couldn't get the cranberry sauce open because I couldn't find the damn can opener.
Nah, you mean they forgot that shit at the drive-thru when you picked up your dinner from Popeyes? Come on, bitch. We see through that.
What the fuck is a can opener? Couldn't find it. So anyway, I had a real chill holiday. I hope you guys did too. So what I did get to see.
Oh yeah, some of us had real Thanksgiving dinners that didn't come from Popeyes.
Yesterday was my comment section. I try to keep up with my comment section. A lot of content creators are telling me to discontinue reading my comment section. But to me,
because it's all bad. Anybody you haven't blocked who gonna go in there and tell your ass the truth, you don't want to see that shit.
Feel like listen and blew up pretty much all of your hope. Fuck is a can opener? Couldn't find it. So anyway, I had a real chill holiday. I hope you guys did too. So what I did get to see yesterday was my comment section. I try to keep up with my comment section. A lot of content creators are telling me to discontinue create more content. It gives me inspiration. And so yesterday I was reading some of my comments, and inside of the comment section of a video that I posted by this young lady who was saying that she was warning other races of women.
You mean another video that you stole from TikTok and posted? Okay.
Men about the dangers of dating black men, and she was saying, listen to me preferences. Okay, you need to understand that in the eyes of a black man, you are a preference not because of who.
No. How about accountable women are preferences? How about productive women are preferences? Anytime you bitches get bitter and left, y'all get mad and it's like, oh, it's not because I ain't shit. It's because he left me for a preference. Okay. Ain't nobody gonna fall for that shit, bitch.
You are, not because of who you are as a person or your character or your personality or anything. It's because of
your character and personality and unbalanced pH has sent men running for the fucking hills.
Your physical appearance. And men look
and you fat as fuck too.
At you like you are a Gucci belt. And black men don't really give a fuck about where this Gucci belt came from, whether it's a knockoff Gucci belt, whether, what the quality of the leather is, it doesn't matter.
So if they're Gucci belts, does that mean your ass is a ran through, overwashed Velcro belt? Huh?
Just want to be remembered as the man who had on a Gucci belt. So technically she was just saying, these men don't really care about you as a person. They just want to be remembered as the man who dated their preference. Okay.
Who doesn't want to date their preference? And it's obvious that you are no one's preference, which is why you 42 and ain't got nobody.
In the eyes of other men, these black men who have a preference of non-black women only want to be classified as the black man who dated a woman that was quote unquote his preference.
Again, if that is the case for that particular man, why do you care? Huh? First is married women. You don't like married women because they're married. Now you don't like preferences because they're preferences. Anybody that one-ups you, you don't like them. Well, tough titty.
He's not dating you because he is in love with you. He's dating you because he wants to show you off to other men.
So who doesn't want to show they lady off to other men? Who's trying to show off a fucking swamp donkey with a lace front and a delayed child like you? I'll wait.
The reason why she decided to post this video to begin with was because she was responding to another video of a white chick who had just had a baby, and she was saying how since she had her baby, the father of her child was no longer in the presence of his child. She was
okay, just like it's your fault, that's her fault. You pick a motherfucker who ain't shit, reward him with a baby, then you get mad at him. They got 6 different forms of birth control, but because y'all dumb bitches didn't use them, y'all mad at him. Okay.
A white lady. Now, I'm seeing a lot of content like this pop up on social media.
Yeah, because that's what you look for. It's called confirmation bias, you retard. You look for any case you can of a goddamn baby mama, and to use one of your catchphrases, abandoned with a child, and you run with that shit.
The preference coming out and saying, yeah, I had a baby by a black man. We didn't get married. I'm just a baby mama, and he abandoned me with a child. Right? Now,
I did not know you was going to say that shit. You need to retire abandoned with a child. Just retire that cat phrase.
You see a lot of people, especially black men, like to push that false article that says that, you know, or I'm not even going to say it's a false article. I'm just going to say black men are misinterpreting this article. Well, the article says that black men are the most involved fathers. And so...
yeah, because we are, dumbass. But you don't want to say that because, number one, it don't fit your bullshit ass narrative. Big Kathy was a side chick. And so were you. Because Big Kathy could keep a goddamn man. And because you can't keep a man, both of y'all are baby mamas by multiple niggas. So God forbid they put out an article that has some facts. You don't want to believe the facts. You also don't believe water's wet, do you, bitch?
Men inside of an echo chamber repeat this back out into the community.
That's right, because it's true. Because I'm one of them, you goofy bitch.
Saying that black men are the most involved because
yep,
that's what the data says. But
yeah, bitch. Data, it's also another name for facts. The facts show that black men are the most involved fathers. Just because you and Big Kathy couldn't get one, the data gotta be wrong. So if anybody's listening, don't listen to statistical data gathered by experts. Listen to this goofy bitch who couldn't even make it past the 10th grade. Right. This uncertified life coach / high school dropout. Do not listen to college-educated experts. Listen to this high school dropout.
Had they gone through the data and actually read the article themselves?
Yeah, bitch. It's called reading. But again, I can't expect someone with a 10th grade education to understand that.
They would see that the article does say that black men are the most involved fathers, but it doesn't say that black men are more likely to be in their children's lives.
What? What the? Did you hear what the fuck you just said? Oh my God, this bitch is so fucking retarded. Okay, you said that the data says that black men are the most involved fathers. But it doesn't say that black men are most likely to be in their children's lives. Bitch, that's the exact same thing. Oh my fucking God. What? This bitch really just said that. Fuck you mean? That's like saying, oh, okay, the thermometer says it's 98 degrees outside. But the thermometer doesn't say that it's hot outside. Bitch, it's the same thing, you fucking boomafoom. God damn. Oh my God. I almost forgot that this bitch dropped out of the 10th grade.
They're saying that when these men are in their children's lives, they're the most involved fathers. But
it's the same thing, you retard. Being involved with your children is the same as being in their lives, but I forgot. This is a baby mama, bred by a baby mama, who happened to drop out in the 10th grade. Okay.
They aren't necessarily the most involved. They're the least likely to be involved.
Oh my God, you're so fucking stupid. You just read the article. It would be different if you didn't read the fucking article. Article says black men are the most involved fathers. Okay. So how the fuck you gonna say we're not in our kids' lives, you idiot? This bitch got on glasses and is still stupid.
Are involved, they are the best fathers. That's what the article said.
That's what the article just said, you moron. What the fuck? Oh my God, bitch, I'm gonna need you to make it to at least the 11th grade. Okay? Can you do that for the Dark Lord, bitch? Like, Oh my God. There's got to be. This bitch is sitting there reading it. And then gonna talk about that ain't what it say. Okay. Oh God. You bitch you.
But for some reason, black men keep like spreading this misinformation as if the article says.
How is it misinformation if you just read the fucking article? Dumbass.
They are the number one dad in the country, and it's...
Yeah, that's right. The most involved pretty much says we're the most involved dad. But since you never had a dad, I don't expect you to understand that.
Yeah, you could be the number one dad when you're involved, but most of the time...
Yeah, what do you... Oh my God. This bitch is really that goddamn dumb. You can literally put a scratch and sniff sticker at the bottom of a pool and drown this bitch. Seriously.
We are not involved. And when single mothers try to say that, you know, there are a lot of men.
Right, it's always the hoes who can't keep a man. And when they read a statistically accurate article that says black men, the most involved fathers, is always the bitter baby mamas who's like,
Men's rights activists out there, or fathers' rights activists out there, who will try to disprove that as being the truth.
We don't need to disprove that black men abandon their children because yo dumbass just read us the fucking article. God damn. Take them glasses off, bitch, because we already know they're not prescripted. And it's not actually, you know what, y'all? These glasses actually made this bitch dumber. Oh my God. This bitch gonna argue 5 plus 5 is 10. I know the article says that, but it's not true.
Because there are some women out there who actually kept the fathers of their children out of their child's lives. So it's women out there who are that.
The article isn't talking about that very small percent, you Nimrod. But again, this is a high school dropout trying to say that this article is not true. Well, bitch, the moon is also made of cheese. I'm sure you know that too, right? Okay.
Mischievous. I'm not going to say that that doesn't happen and that isn't common, but I do want to say that equally as common as that is, it's men abandoning their children. Okay, so
no, it's not. So you're saying as equally common as men taking care of their children, it's just as equal of men abandoning kids? No, you goofy bitch. No, you just read the article that said the exact opposite. But then again, like I said, a 10th grade educated 2-time baby mama, and your only point of reference is your mama, who is also a 2-time baby mama. Goddamn, bitch. Kill yourself, shit. What the fuck?
Let's stop forgetting the women who were, abandoned with children. A lot of people try to say that.
Yeah, usually them bitches wasn't shit. Because they got with guys who they knew wasn't shit. And what did they do? They followed the dumb, retarded bitch Bible. Oh, this nigga ain't shit. Or in your case, oh, this nigga married. I'ma give him a baby.
Men abandoning children isn't real. It's just something that a women make up simply because women can have abortion.
They try to trap a married nigga by downloading the pregnancy app, and it ended up running back to his wife. And you picked your goofy ass up and ran to California, but he abandoned him, right? Okay.
And so women could have worn contraceptives or whatever the case may be.
You goddamn right, bitch. There are 6 forms of fucking birth control. But you're even worse because you download a fucking app to make sure you got pregnant.
But at the end of the day, there are men out there who sold women a dream, who engaged.
Oh my God, like I said, how does a guy who tells you on the first date that he's married and that he lives with his wife and who you say is about as sharp as a marble, how do you get sold a dream by a nigga like that? Huh? It got to be somebody, I don't know, dumb enough to drop out of school in the 10th grade.
Two women who were in committed relationship with women, men who married women, and then once they divorced these women, suddenly they left their children behind. It's
Okay, where's your data for that, bitch? You showed data that says we are the most involved fathers. Where is your fucking data? I ain't talking about them cackling hens who be watching you. I ain't talking about all 6 of them bitches. No. Where's your data to show that when men divorce women, we abandon our children? Where's your information for that? But then again, this is a bitch who claims to be an expert on life coaching with no education. You claim to be a marriage counselor with no fucking husband, ever.
Fathers who were actually in their children's lives initially and then left those children once they couldn't.
Where they at, bitch? Huh? Where they at? I'm waiting. Where's your proof of that?
No longer sleep with the mothers of the children, or they were no longer.
Wait a minute. So because we divorced somebody and we can't get the pussy no more, well, fuck you and them kids. Where the fuck, bitch? What fucking planet are you from?
Are married to the mothers of their children. So abandoning children is a real thing. It's not something that women are just making.
Still waiting on you to show proof of that, bitch. But that's right. You can't even show proof that you made it past the 10th grade. It's not like you dropped out at the end of the 10th grade year. You dropped out in your 10th grade year. Did you even make it to fucking algebra yet? No, that's right. Okay, no, you should have made algebra. Did you? You didn't even finish geometry. Of course not.
Up and then keeping their children away from these fathers. That's not every single, woman.
No one picks up a child and moves 3,000 miles away because the baby daddy don't want to be with them like your retarded ass did. What you say? It's a package deal. And because he didn't want to be with you, you took the kid and left. Like, do you hear the shit that you're saying? Oh my fuck. It's like, you look at this bitch, it's like the lights are on, but nobody's home.
So I'm pretty sure that a lot of us know that because a lot of us haven't had our fathers in our lives.
Hell no. We know you didn't.
I'm actually happy that my mother kept my father away from me because my father.
Who says that she kept your father away from you because Kathy was a side chick? Huh? Says who?
Mother wasn't necessarily the best. I did end up being around my father. I got to meet him before he passed away. The last time I seen him really was when I was like super duper young. I had to be like 6.
What? Wait a minute, bitch. Hold on. No. You said that you didn't meet your father till you were in your fucking 20s. Now, granted, you may have had the mindset of a 6-year-old. So, from a certain point of view, that could be true. But now you said you didn't meet until you were 6? I'm gonna need you to go back and watch the video saying you didn't meet your dad until you were in your goddamn 20s, bitch. But, again, I don't expect a high school dropout to fucking follow through on anything.
Maybe 8, the oldest 8, and I remember how bad of a person he was then. So when I did finally...
How does an 8-year-old know how bad of a person is? Huh? Did Big Kathy pull up and he's like, bitch, didn't I tell you to kick rocks? That's probably what happened.
end up talking to him again once I got older. He wasn't necessarily the best man in the world, and I do want to say my stepfather wasn't the best man in the world, so my mother wasn't really that good at
and neither are you. So, the fruit don't fall far from the tree, bitch.
choosing, I mean, but then again, it's kind of difficult to choose a good guy when you are in a sea of just nonsense. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's very difficult.
Then that's her fault. Just like you, Big Kathy chose them situations. If you can't get your shit together, then you shouldn't be having kids. But, I digress.
For a woman to choose a good guy when she's surrounded by just the worst, you know what I mean? And
which is her fault.
When I tell women to go out here and be celibate, make poor choices, stop making.
It always be them bitter baby mamas who got the nerve to talk about I'm celibate. So let me make sure I understand you correctly. Your short, stubby, stank pussy, fat ass with a 2-time baby mama go tell a dude you ain't getting none of this. Well, bitch, on behalf of black men everywhere who handle their shit, we're good.
Poor choices in men, be celibate, be abstinent, live up to, take the L's, live up to what you did.
Bitch, you done took the L, you done hugged the L, you done put the L in the bed with you, all this shit.
And realize that you made poor choices in men.
Duh.
They're like mad at me. They're like, oh, you're bitter. No, I'm just telling them that be celibate because apparently you don't know how to pick a good choice.
That's right. All you fucked up hoes who be giving babies to dumbass ain't shit motherfuckers, which means you ain't shit either. Put a lock on your pussy. That's right, guys. When you see a bitch like Soncerae, just know she ain't fucking.
You don't know how to choose well or just not a lot of men, and you need to be a lot of good men, and you need to be okay with that. Like, you need to be single and be all right with that. So anyway, back to what I was saying. The video was a girl telling black men's preference that, hey, you need not date black men because black men are going to make you.
See, there they go. They mad. You want to warn our quote-unquote premise not to fuck with us. And how much luck do you have with that? Huh? You just mad because we don't want your motherfucking ass, bitch.
Single mothers, black men are not necessarily with you because they care about your physical appearance. They're really just with you because you're the prize in their mind.
Right, and we need to be with out of shape, stank pussy, multiple baby mamas like y'all, right? Forget Marisol and Becky and goddamn Mei-Ling, who are probably in shape, look 100 times better than your sloppy ass, and don't come with none of the burdens, and God forbid Marisol made it at least to the 12th grade. Stay away from black men. Okay, good luck with that shit.
I remember on TikTok, someone came into my comment section. It was a video about me.
Oh, here this bitch talking about TikTok again. This bitch has nothing outside the real fucking world. Nothing.
And that black women were like the baddest, we're beautiful, we're X, Y, and Z, just lifting us up because we need, that level of praise.
If motherfuckers say that shit to you, bitch, and you believe it, after you slap the fuck out of that nigga for lying to you, slap the fuck out yourself for believing it.
And encouragement, and in comes a guy like, well, your ancestors was always in Massa's quarters, fucking around with the white chicks. And I'm like, well, my bad. My ancestors should have been choosing death over slavery instead of trying to use sleeping with white women as a way to get back at massa. You feel what I'm saying? Like, my bad that the men in, generations ago made a poor decision, and now that poor decision is now reflecting the men.
Well, speaking of ancestors, I think everyone listening to this can collectively agree that your stupid ass should have ended up in a fucking napkin or dribbling from Kathy's chin, so we ain't got to listen to this shit. But somebody got to do the Lord's work.
And in this day and age, black men are now still doing the same shit that they was doing back then. Like,
and what are you doing? You're not in school. We know that. And that's a fucking pattern in your family. Kathy was a side chick. You was a side chick. Then Kathy's multiple baby mama. You're multiple baby mama. You ain't got no education because you didn't go to school. Radio ain't got no education because he don't go to school. I'm gonna need y'all to learn from somebody else other than each other.
Fucking around in places that they're not supposed to be. My bad. I really don't have nothing to do with that, but at the same time, some black women did, because a lot of the way that men think black men think black women are has a lot to do with their mother.
Bullshit. And we ain't gonna talk about your mama, bitch. You talk about her for us.
Their terrible relationships that they had with their mother. I have to keep reminding them when they come in my...
And what type of relationship you had with Big Cassie? Because you keep saying what a shitty mother she was. So, does that explain your predicament? But then again, you need Big Cassie for a place to stay. So I get it.
I'm in section and try to disrespect me. I'm like, listen, homie, I'm not your mama. I'm not your...
You ain't never lied. My mama know how to cook. My mama graduated high school. My mama put me in school when I was little.
Mama that hurt you. I'm not your mama that mistreated.
Oh, my mama potty trained me too.
Did you? I'm not the older sisters that made you feel bad about yourself.
Stop with the shaming tactics. Just because a motherfucker reads your goddamn number, it's your mama's fault. Because the only thing that's true is that it's your mama's fault.
Or the girl in middle school that turned you down or played you, or some chick that cheated on you. Whatever trauma that you're dealing with as a man associated with black...
So anybody who disagrees with you and points out your bullshit is dealing with trauma. Okay.
Woman, I'm sorry, I'm not that woman. Okay, I did not do that to you.
You definitely are not that woman.
You personally, I'm gonna need for you to go deal with your therapy. Go deal.
Bitch, I'm gonna need you to go get your GED. Okay? Nobody is, again, no one is gonna take any type of advice from a high school fucking dropout.
Put your trauma in therapy. That's all I can give you. That's all I can tell you. But I do know that a lot of the women of other races that I've known, a lot of them are as extremely promiscuous as...
How do you know? Was you fucking them? Because we know your ass was extremely promiscuous, Miss Choo Choo. Because we can prove your ass is promiscuous again. Having babies by multiple niggas, that pretty much indicates that she's fucking. Okay?
A lot of the black women are that they claim, like, how people try to make it seem like black women are extremely hypersexualized.
Like you try to make it seem, regardless of the data, black men don't take care of our kids, and because you can't get a black man to take care of your goddamn kid?
Well, I know you guys have got to remember that anytime an athlete is picked up or wants to be picked up by like a college, the scouts used to take these high school NBA aspects.
Wait, first of all, how do you know what the fuck went in high school when your ass wasn't even there the whole time?
Aspects and take them to the college and just throw white girls in their face.
So, whose face are they gonna throw your ugly ass in? Huh?
Like, let's not forget this. Like, anyone. Matter of fact, you ain't even gotta have went to college to know this.
You mean you ain't even had to go to high school to know this? Because you didn't go to high school and you know it.
Anyone who has paid attention to the NBA, the draft, anything that has to do with sports, most of the time when black athletes are being scouted out, well, this is how it used to be. I don't know if they got rules and regulations now that make it different, but the scouts used to come get the prospects from high school and take them to the college and just throw the black prospects, take them to that white college and throw white girls in their face. And
okay, you couldn't even get a married slow man thrown in your face. So who is gonna throw an athlete in Soncerae's face? I'll wait.
White girls used to be wide the fuck open.
Uh-huh.
One girl told me.
Speaking of, it's from another wide the fuck open bitch. How many niggas was it? In that goddamn caboose? Shout out to Chris.
In my early 20s, I'll never forget, she was the only white girlfriend I had. She used to tell me that.
Did she know that she was your girlfriend? Because I bet nobody told her.
The reason why white women felt so comfortable with giving blowjobs and black women weren't. Okay, she said the reason why white women are so anxious to give blowjobs is because white women don't want to get pregnant.
Bullshit. Okay? Most of the bitches I know who can suck a bowling ball through a coffee straw are black. Yeah, some snow bunny sprinkle in there. Miss Kids, couple Latinas. But most of the throat goats that I know are black. So, again, once again, this goofy bitch is talking about shit that she don't want nothing about. Okay? You need to get more blowjob because your pussy is demonic. Because you already know.
So instead of having sex with the guys that they liked, they give blowjobs instead because they didn't want to be like single.
Right, and your stupid ass get pregnant by the guys you like, hence the multiple medical abortions.
Mothers are having to raise children alone. This is what a white girl...
No, y'all are choosing to raise kids alone because, again, once you get dumped in, 100% of the decisions whether that kid make it or not is up to your dumb ass. 6'4" the birth control. So as soon as your ass get pregnant, 100% of what happens to that child is decided by you. That man has no option.
I was like, what? Okay.
Is that why you ran to the swingers party?
See, and a lot of times when I hear men talk about white women being their preference or non-black women being their preference, they always try to make it seem like these women are angelic, like these women.
And you're demonic. The issue is you are nobody's preference. That's why you're 42 years old and by yourself. You are not their preference. Don't try to say, oh, it's because it's women of other races. No, bitch, you are no one's preference. That's probably why your son can't talk, because he don't want to talk to your motherfucking ass.
Aren't gold diggers, or they don't have a high body count the same way that black women do. And I'm like, I'm sorry to inform you, but they just 9 times out of 10 sleeping with a black man because of his BBC.
So?
it ain't because you're wealthy, bruh. Because let's keep it a buck. Even when a black man is successful, he's not making nearly as much money as a non-black man does.
Coming from an unsuccessful bitch. Who gives a fuck? The fact of the matter is, you couldn't even get a blue-collar nigga to pick you. So why you worried about who the rich men pick? It's not gonna be your ugly ass.
In that same industry. Like, say for instance, if he was working in the IT industry or the finance industry.
Bitch, I'm gonna need you to stop shouting out the IT industry because those guys actually went to school.
We all know that there is a significant pay gap between black men and their non-black.
How would you know? Because you've never had a real job in your life. Because most real jobs require some type of diploma. Which is why you've been driving a school bus or city bus, whatever the fuck you were driving when you first got there. Which is why you drive Uber, because they don't require an education.
Counterparts when it comes to salary, right? So we know this. We know this to be a fact. This is something that they always talk about all of the time. So why in the world would a non-black woman choose a black successful man who makes less money than her white counterparts?
Because you will never know. Maybe that woman is willing to compete. Maybe that woman is appreciative. Maybe that woman pussy don't smell like garbage. Maybe that woman made it at least to the 11th grade. Maybe we don't sit there and have the fear that, oh my God, if I get this bitch pregnant, my child gonna be 4 years old in a diaper. Maybe. I don't know. And I didn't say nothing about what color the bitch had to be.
Will be the reason. That cock.
So, and you know all about that, don't you? Choo, choo, choo. Hey, Chris, what was that noise you said they was making? Choo, 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 choo.
That African does. Yeah, So, it's always been known that black men have bigger packages.
What does that have to do with what you perceive are our preferences? What does that have to do with anything? Huh? Because anything other than your ugly ass is our preference. It don't matter what color she is. It just ain't gonna be you. And you come with a delayed child that now this nigga gotta learn Russian.
According to the white chick. So, as a black woman, when I posted that video up of the white...
And I'm gonna need her to retire that catchphrase too. As a woman, as a black woman, bitch, we know you black as shit. We know.
Girl saying, hey, preference. You need to know that in the eyes of black man, you're a preference, but they don't give a shit about your personality.
So what? Stop hating because those women can get men. Stop trying to hide that under the guise of, oh, you know, black men only want you because of their preference. No. You mad at that woman because she got a man, period. You don't like married men. Or women. We know you love married men. You don't like married women. You don't like women in relationships. So now you trying to jump on the, oh, they're getting passports and leaving. Nah, bitch. That dog ain't gonna hunt either.
Your character, you're just a representation, a symbolism. You're like ceremonial.
And you are a symbolism of failure. Failure as a parent. Failure as an adult. And failure as a high school student.
And to them, when they have a level of success, their treat is their quote-unquote preference. It isn't because they like your personality or your character or whatever the case may be, you know.
How do you know? The same way your ass ain't never had a successful relationship, but you claim to be a fucking relationship counselor. Okay.
They just like you because how you look, basically. When I posted the video of this woman who said this, I posted it on my YouTube channel. Men came into the comment.
You mean you stole this girl video?
Section and did their thing, bragged about.
Yeah, we told the truth. Yeah, said that you ain't it. Anything other than you is it.
And you a black woman, you need to, not be saying this because we gonna choose other races of women anyway. Because you're not pretty enough, you're not valuable.
You damn sure ain't.
Enough, you're not.
Nope.
Blah blah blah. Right.
At all.
And one guy comes into the comment section and he says, "A damaged woman out here trying to warn non-black women."
He should have said an uneducated, damaged black woman.
And I thought to myself,
see, that's where you fucked up, bitch. You need to stop thinking. Because those glasses, as I said earlier, have made you dumber. Dumber.
Wow. A black man admitting that black men have damaged their women.
No. He was addressing yo ass. Stop trying to be all inclusive, bitch. He said yo damaged black ass. He didn't say all black women because that's not true. He was talking about yo dumb ass. Just like I'm talking about you. You bitch, you.
Wow. Like, wow. Like, he's saying black women have been damaged by their own race.
No. He was addressing you.
Of man. Yet here they are trying to warn other women that black men will damage them as well. And here this black man is saying, don't even try to warn them. Like, they're not going to listen to you anyway because you're damaged.
They're not going to listen to you because you had to at least be a junior or a senior to offer your opinion. Sophomores don't count. Especially a half-ass sophomore because you never finished.
They're not going to listen to you anyway because you're damaged.
Because you didn't finish high school. Nobody should listen to a high school dropout who's never had a successful relationship tell them anything.
Basically. And I was just like, wow. Like, how arrogant, how conceited is that? How evil?
How conceited is it to believe that social media popularity is more important than potty training your child? It's more important than taking that little nigga to school so they can teach him how to talk. Nah.
Well, and careless is that to be like, yeah, I know that black men have damaged black women, but stop trying to warn the women that we want. They're not going to listen to you anyway.
They're not.
Oh my God, they're not going to listen to you anyway.
At all.
Anyway. Oh, in my comment section. If you're watching me on Facebook, please give me some stars. Please understand that, by the way, YouTube has turned off my monetization, so I am asking for
the bitch begging.
Cash App, so just give me some stars on Facebook if you can. I still gotta make a living.
Wait a minute, hold the fuck up. What do you mean you gotta make a living? Miss College educated, business marketing degree having, Uber driving, I own a UX UI design company ass, hauling company having ass, one of my vehicles having ass. I do Uber fleet and rent my cars out ass. Why are you asking for anything? Why? And it's not like you're paying full rent for that apartment. That's right, y'all. Y'all send this wealthy, six-figure making, hauling business having, boutique owning authoress some cash apps. That's right. Y'all, this bitch is more successful than anybody listening to this shit. Send this bitch some stars. Shut the fuck up and donate. She gotta make a living, y'all. This bitch got a staff. She got a management team. This bitch got employees. Her and the other wealthy people have to go over there to Instagram to talk about wealth and to show y'all how to be wealthy like her and the other wealthy people over there, okay? This bitch lives in Northern California. You have to be wealthy to live there, okay? This bitch is surrounded by wealth. So y'all better shut the fuck up and donate. That's right. This bitch who is splitting her reduced rent 3 ways. You got Damo chicken filet, check. Big Captain disability. And whatever crumbs this bitch get from Uber, split 3 ways to pay for reduced rent. Y'all better send this bitch some money.
Content creator, and let me just tell you, YouTube be on some bullshit. Facebook.
Right, YouTube be on some bullshit. Nobody watching this bitch videos. This bitch gotta keep buying subscribers, okay? She needs y'all to donate all the money she spent buying them subscribers to get her over the hill of 50,000. That's right.
Facebook keep putting me in jail for violations anytime I respond to comments.
Yeah. See, they keep fucking with her money. Even though this bitch is a best-selling author, she got books on books on books. That's right. This bitch selling all them goddamn celibacy. I'm sorry, I gotta laugh at that. The whole celibacy ring fucking me up. Right. You could get them ugly ass clothes, them fake ass celibacy rings, and the pamphlet this bitch got for sale. It's not enough money. So she need y'all money.
So now I'm just reading comments and responding to it in videos. I can't even talk to y'all in the comment section no more because every time I talk to y'all, I get a violation.
Bitch, the internet is the only time you can talk to anybody because you ain't got no friends. That's why in this live, you probably had, 13 people in the fucking live? And 12 of them motherfuckers was us. Bitch, you be talking to us.
It's like, fucking it. I'm gonna just make a video about it, have more content, right? Okay, for all of us to see, I feel like I can't unsee it, so it is what it is. I don't think people should make decisions on other people's bad experience, either, to be honest. I mean, come up with your own. Well, I think
Duh.
a lot of the good advice we've ever had, like even just by people inside of our family, a lot of times their advice can...
Bitch, people in your family threw a shoe at you, and when you ran away, didn't look for you. So we don't want to hear what advice you got from your goddamn family, because obviously you didn't take it. Because you ran away and came back.
Stop us from making big ass mistakes. Like some of it is like obvious. Like, for example, if somebody who did crystal meth comes to me and says, you know what, I lost all of my damn teeth, all of this XYZ shit happened to me, and you see how terrible their life is, it might be a good idea to listen to their advice.
Right, so when this bitch dropped out of high school, and she come tell y'all kid, well, obviously, no, that don't work because this bitch ain't got no education, and neither does her son. So, by her logic, his ass should be in the 3rd grade by now, after looking at his mama's life.
Like, let a meth head come to me and be like, please don't do crystal meth. And I see how terrible.
Bitch, a motherfucker who takes showers can't even get you to wash your own ass, cause you already know.
Your shit is. I'm gonna listen. Like, come on. At some point, you gotta listen to the people and the bad experiences that they had. Energy draws those kind of men.
Ain't that the truth?
You're talking about men who damage women.
You know what the fuck you talking about, bitch?
I'm assuming that's what you mean. It's interesting to me to hear everybody talk about energy.
Now see, this bitch obviously don't like what this person said. She don't, laugh at that, bitch. Go ahead and laugh.
Nowadays, because I remember almost, 12 years ago, I was talking about the law of attraction and energy and
And you attracted a guy with no education, because you ain't got no education, except the part he was married. So, yeah, the law of attraction attracted another high school dropout. Yeah, you got a point there.
Physics and manifesting things 12 years ago.
Bitch, we don't need you to manifest some glasses that are actually prescripted. I'm going to need you to unmanifest one of them goddamn chins.
And to hear so many people talk about energy all the time, it's like, they say you attract what you are. It ain't even
you did
that you attract what you are to that degree. It's more of you attract what you think you are all the time.
Bitch, no. Again, advice from a high school dropout. Let me get my pen and pad, because this bitch dropping gems.
If you are a nice person, but you keep thinking in your mind that you're going to attract a negative person or a bad person, that's what ends up happening. Like you.
Okay, you keep telling yourself you're going to attract a good man who will come in there and ignore radio squealing and squawking, and you not taking a bath, and he just going to come in there and pick your little fat piglet ass up and gallop off into the sunset. How's that going?
Your fears come out to play if you keep thinking about it habitually. That's all energy is about. Hey Michael, what's up?
Oh, here come this motherfucker.
I had nothing to do with my ancestors. I can't talk to y'all about what my ancestors did. It ain't my ancestors.
Well, bitch, how about we talk about what you did? Okay? After you dropped out of high school, you graduated to go to a swingers party, get a train ran on you, then getting pregnant by a married man who you end up running him back to his goddamn wife. Okay? Then nobody say shit about your goddamn ancestors. We just focusing on you.
What my ancestors did ain't my fault.
But what you did is your fault.
I wish they would have made better decisions. Straight up. Like, I wish they would have just chose death over slavery.
And again, we wish your daddy had ended up shooting you on the back of a goddamn headboard. Or goddamn on the wall somewhere. Because if anybody pull-out game sucks, it's obviously your daddy's.
I really do. I really do. If you're talking about dating outside your race, I have no issue with people dating outside their race.
You have no success in it either. Shout out to B-Rad.
Like, I'm not that person. I don't know if people feel some type of way about that, but I don't care that black men date white women.
Then why did you make a whole video about warning them to stay away from black men if you don't care? Anytime motherfuckers say they don't care a lot, oh, that motherfucker care.
I prefer, if it's men out here being a problem, right, and they feel like they would be less of a problem if they dealt with a woman, another kind of woman.
No, bitch. Since you've never had a successful relationship, the men are not the problem. You are the problem, bitch. Who was present in every one of them failed relationships? You were.
Knock yourself out. Get more of y'all off the street. So we can have
Bitch, we barely got you out the hotel.
Cleaner street to walk through and a cleaner dating pool. So if you the type of man that know that you will behave better if you're dating a different
Right, just like we need to get raggedy bitches like you off the street.
type of woman, regardless to what her race is. If you feel like that and you know that, do it, sir. So women who, fit with other types of men who not stunting, race and shit like that, give those men space, a clear field to be able to see the women that they want to date.
Nah, bitch, nobody has to give us space. We are purposely staying away from bitches like you.
Y'all niggas is in the way. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all are in the way. Y'all standing in the way of men who actually want to date black women. And contrary to what you believe, there are plenty of men who are black and still loyal to their race. Okay? Now, do I think that women should be warning other races of women about the dangers of dating black men? Sure. Like I said, if somebody who been in a car accident and wasn't wearing their safety belt comes to me and say, hey, you need to put on your safety belt, I'm going to put that shit on. If a woman says to me after she done dealt with the...
Okay, well, Big Cathy was a side chick, got pregnant by 2 different niggas, and you saw that shit. Obviously, you didn't heed that advice.
Player or pimp or a cheater or whatever after she done experienced whatever, and she says to me, maybe you shouldn't date this guy specifically because X, Y, and Z. I can do 2 things. I can either go out there and find out, like fuck around and find out, or I can listen to what she has to say and take the risk and move forward.
Who is gonna listen to you with your fucking track record? Huh? Who?
I don't see other races trying to destroy the males in their race. The reason why other races of women don't try to destroy their race of man, and let's keep it a buck here, they do check them on a regular. I've seen plenty.
Nah, bitch. No. Those women, including a lot of black women who don't act like you, are very appreciative of the man they have. You don't know what that's like. So, yeah, this question is fucking you up. No, they're not trying to destroy the men of their race. Neither are all black women. But unfortunately, we have black women like you who are leading the charge for this shit.
Women, white women, okay? Check white men for fuck shit. Okay, I've seen it. It's a chick on TikTok right now, and I think...
Oh, God, of course you will use social media as your fucking frame of reference. Because you have no experience in real fucking life, of course.
Her name, Celeste, I think is her name. She on TikTok.
Oh, here this bitch going Google and shit again.
She be checking these men over and over again, so they exist. It's just you don't see them. They exist.
Nah, bitch, you need to say good men who are good fathers and love their children exist. You just don't see them.
Like a motherfucker. What's her name? I think her name is Celeste. She be checking them. I need y'all to go check this chick out because she said
ain't nobody going with that shit.
Some logical stuff on the regular when she...
I'm gonna need you to watch TikTok videos on potty training.
Talking to men, and she will flat out say, if I'm still following her, shit, I might not be following her no more. Sometimes these content creators, they get, here she go, Kaylee Creston. That's her name. This is her. Hold on, let me see if I...
Don't nobody care.
This is her right here. She checked white men over and over and over and over. Over and over and over and over. Yeah, she be trying to destroy them.
Let you try to check any man and you see what happened. When you went on Cuck City the other day, after he stopped thirsting after your ass and realized everybody was calling him a bitch, he finally decided to pull his little boy panties up and snap on your ass. So who checks who?
Fuck it, it's another girl. I forgot her name. She went...
Does this bitch know anybody in real life? She can... This bitch...
She on TikTok popular and shit for checking men. But the reason why a lot of women don't do that is because a lot of the men inside of their race behave a lot better.
Or maybe a lot of those women are not bitter, uneducated baby mamas like you.
They have money flowing in their economy. Like, say for instance, the foreigners that come here to the United States, the men, you can't really fuck around with them. Like, even the women.
No, they don't fuck with you.
Can't really fuck around with them because they have protection. They are protected by their own race of people. If you notice,
it's not the protection. Those men have standards. Okay? They gonna need you not to be 5'1" all the way around. They gonna need your child to already be potty trained. They gonna need you to have some type of education. They gonna need you to be able to do something in the kitchen and stop saying that you made that turkey, bitch, because goddamn Popeyes made that Thanksgiving dinner for your ass. So no, they not checking for your dumb ass.
Anytime a non-black person, something happens within their
Heaven knows this bitch is always an expert on shit she knows nothing about.
community, they stand up for each other. Like, if you fuck with an Asian, you fuck with one Asian the wrong way, you got all Asians coming after you. You fuck with one Indian the wrong way, you got a whole shit ton of Indians coming after you. That's not how black people are. Black people will see one of their own being fucked up and then stand there and pull out their phone and video tape that.
Nah, that probably happened to you. Somebody probably saw some shit happen to yo stank ass and was like, she be alright.
Shit, so they can get views on social media. Black people throw other black people under the bus easy. It's difficult to get black people to unify.
Like you do?
Fight with one another or do some type of team effort unless it has something to do with rioting Target or
like those black men came together to run a train on your ass at the swingers club.
Coming together to get justice for some people. Sometimes, like if someone gets like shot or something by a cop, but then you'll see a whole bunch of like.
So we need to come together to make you put your son in school. We need to come together to tell you that it's not normal for a 4-year-old to not only not be able to talk, it's not normal for a 4-year-old to wear a pull-up. Bitch, we're all coming together telling you that and you still ain't listening.
Black people coming together. But when you see one black person going after another black person, like say for instance, if you see a black man targeting a black woman,
like you target Tommy and Jap and now Cook City, like you target Lou for 5 years for wanting nothing to do with your ass. Is that what you mean? And look at the look on this bitch's goddamn face. Oh my God.
And are not gonna come together and be like, why the fuck you talking to her like that? Not gonna do.
Maybe that bitch deserved to have her ass handed to her like you do. See, you only want unaccountable bitches like you always want to scream, protect black women when they're about to get checked for the fuck shit they do. Right? It's always dumb bitches like you. You'll say some dumb shit, you'll do some dumb shit, and when it's time, them goddamn pitchforks and torches come for your ass. Oh my God, protect black women! Nah, bitch.
But other races of women are not about to sit here and trash their men when these men know how to deal with the economy, know how to deal with their finances. They have all of these businesses and services.
You don't. You sit up here begging for scraps on YouTube. Where'd the financial literacy go? Huh? Miss Wealthy, multiple streams of income having. What happened to that?
Like, think about it. Anytime you step foot into an Asian, neighborhood, the entire shopping center is all Asian. It's owned by Asians. But that's
again. Here this bitch go again, hating on somebody more successful than her. What do you own? Nothing.
Not how it is in a black community. Most times when you walk into a black community, the entire shopping center is owned by another race of person. Most people from other...
Well, according to you, thank God you don't live anywhere near black folks, right? Okay.
countries, they have their own military, police, own economic thing happening. So, of course, as a woman, when you're so...
Let's go to another catchphrase, bitch. I'm going to need you to retire that catchphrase, too. As a woman, oh, God.
Protected by your own race of man, you're not going to speak against them very often because they do...
No. The bitches who say shit like that, like you, want to be able to do whatever the fuck they want to do with no consequences. That's what y'all mean by protect us. Excuse the fuck shit I just did or said. Protect me, even though I got it coming.
What they need to do. I mean, think about it. The black community, African Americans, it's only 2% of businesses owned by us inside of this country. That's nothing. Do you understand?
Wait a minute. Why are you quoting data and figures when you don't believe in them?
So black men ain't got shit. Black men don't have...
Coming from a bitch who ain't even got a fucking high school diploma. Want to talk about what somebody else ain't got.
Shit to offer a lot of women. And that's why a lot of women are going out here creating business. See, the reason I decided to be a business owner is because...
You a business owner, but you up here begging for stars and cash apps because you got to make a living, right?
I wanted to build generational wealth for my family. I wanted my...
Bitch, you can't even build a complete rent check because you're splitting that rent. That reduced rent, you're splitting it 3 ways. So the fuck are you talking about?
My daughter to have her own money, and I wanted to when she did have...
You want her to have her own money, so number 1, she's not financially dependent on you. And number 2, she covers up the back end when your ass come up short. Hence why you waited till she was an adult to fully live with her.
Kids to have money, something, to pass down to her kids. And now I have a son. So I got to make sure that my...
You couldn't even pass down speech and vocabulary to your son. Fuck you mean?
Son is in a good place financially so he can go out into this world and make a difference.
He can't even go out to this world and use the toilet.
Of his community, not just be sitting here making podcasts, talking about...
And squealing and squawking, speaking Russian, while his mama got her fat ass online all day. Yeah, we don't want him to do that.
How much they can't stand black women. I need for my son to be out here creating...
Like you up there podcasting all day talking about how you can't stand black men? Huh?
Creating jobs, creating businesses.
No, bitch, we need you to get a fucking job, but you can't because when it comes to that little section that says highest level of education, you don't qualify.
Creating more money, more wealth flowing through the community, more construction, more things that our community needs, not just sitting here having...
And what are you doing besides sitting up there trying to play make-believe and dry begging for money? I just thought of something. It's close to Christmas time. Oh, you bitch, you. What's it gonna be this time, bitch, huh? What scam are you gonna come up with? Is Kathy gonna get coronavirus again? Huh? What's it gonna watch, y'all? The next couple weeks, this bitch gonna come up with something else. Some send me some money for a prize that don't exist scam. I'm telling y'all this shit is coming.
Conversations on the internet about how much, they hate each other. So, I want to teach more about business and finance on my YouTube channel.
How can you teach anything about, let's break all that down. How can you teach anything about finance when you're up here begging for money? How can you teach anything about business when you're up here begging for money? You need to be teaching of how to survive and make it to 42 years old on a 10th grade education. That's what the fuck you need to be doing, bitch.
So that people can take it more serious. But a lot of y'all just don't like watching that.
The word is seriously, but again, that's why your grammar and spelling is so fucked up. 10th grade education having bitch.
I can't front. You learn the hard way. Listen, I learned the hard way. I don't want anybody to learn.
You didn't learn shit. Nothing.
Have to learn the hard way. It's too much. All other races tell them not to come over here, but they still do. Let them learn the hard way. Checking out, like, let me explain something about Cynthia G. And somebody said something about Cynthia G recently, and she was talking about how Cynthia G is the equivalent of Kevin Samuels, where a lot of what's being said is so poisonous and dark, like it's easy to accept. I mean, it's hard to accept the message.
Nah, Kevin wasn't poisonous and dark. Kevin was very transparent and made hoes like you transparent. That's why you don't like it.
And because it's so poisonous and dark, it's feeding into the trauma that people already have with dealing with other races. So the problem...
Like you're feeding all that poison and trauma into your son?
With Cynthia G is that she doesn't provide any, according to a lot of people that listen to her from the outside in, she doesn't provide enough context when it comes to how to heal, how to...
Neither do you. It's always bitches who talking about want to heal are the ones who cause the most damage.
Prove how to be better. It's just more of, we hate black men, we're going to keep hating black men, and it's the black male reckoning.
Right, you hate black men, don't have baby by black men, warning their preferences not to date them, like the shit you be doing.
Well, I suggest you date outside your race. You know what I mean? Like, it's very hardcore, and the reason why it's so hardcore is because the sector of YouTube she's in is hardcore. Like, you have to understand, years on top of years on top of years on top of years, Cynthia G has been in the middle of like a community of dusties, right? Who
like you, except she's been successful at it. You up here begging for crumbs.
Put her down every day on a daily basis. So if she was to step outside of that type of community and see what's happening outside of that, like I got a chance to do.
Like, you got a chance to do what? Step outside that government-assisted apartment? Got your goddamn education at a regular fucking job and teach your son how to talk? And y'all saw that goddamn video. You taught him a new word, greedy. That's why I said she treats that little nigga like he's a pet. Like when you teach your pet a new trick. You can't wait to show everybody.
I'm blessed with that because I got to see, a more positive side of black men. Because you honestly, when you step outside of what you consistently see on YouTube all the time, or on the internet all the time, or what you are in close proximity to, you begin to see black men inside of our race who are phenomenal men, right? I got the opportunity to experience that. So when I'm talking about this...
How? What the fuck did you experience, bitch? I'm waiting. What?
Same topics that Cynthia G may be talking about is coming from a place of love, and it's a lot softer. It's a lot funnier. It's
a lot softer and funnier, but you can't get nobody to watch your ass. You gotta buy fucking subscribers. You gotta beg people to go on a podcast, and they still end up turning on your ass.
A lot more warm-hearted, because with her, she's just been in a darker, like a tougher situation. Now,
I don't think Cynthia G ever been in no car washing up in Walmart.
Black manosphere has tried to destroy both her and I. Like,
the black manosphere don't care about you. The only body who's actually putting in work dragging the fuck out your bum ass is me and my counterpart over there on the other channel. The manosphere don't give a fuck about you. And that's what's the problem. That's what you mad about.
Because for whatever reasons, and I feel like for me, I was just like collateral damage. I mean, she was really fighting.
Oh no, bitch. You were sniped. You were aimed at. Ain't shit collateral about you.
To fight over here. So for them to come at her and want to shut her the fuck up all this time on social media, I get it, because she is strong force. You know, Cynthia G ain't nothing to fuck with. You feel what I'm saying? But they really, like black men really who believe that men's rights has something to do with the oppression of women or violence towards women. It's unfortunate that Cynthia has to speak the way that she speaks in order to get what she.
Okay, speaking the way you speak with all them different accents doesn't get you anything. So your argument is moot.
Trying to say across, because honestly, that's the only way people want to hear it. It has to sound that the way that it sounds. It has to be that rugged and that rigid so that people can keep it stuck in their mind. It's the only way it's going.
Well, bitch, you're going to have to change something up, because nothing you say is going to stick in anybody's goddamn mind unless it's something for us to laugh at.
Because we tried to get it done other ways. But again, she has some valid points she makes all the time. You know what I mean? Even the Africans from the motherland protect their own. Yeah, Africans, let me say something. African will tell you flat out, we don't like African Americans. I used to date a Nigerian. His mother told him plenty of times, don't date an American woman. Don't.
Yeah, because what she meant was, don't date an American woman who's smelly, even to us. Tell the truth, bitch.
Date an American black woman. African American woman.
Nah, she was trying to tell him to get away from your motherfucking ass. Like, okay, we're all the way from Africa. They say we couldn't bring our goats over here, so why does this bitch smell like a goat?
I remember when I was dating him, I moved into his house with him and his parents.
Oh my God, this bitch is a fucking bum. You moved in to his house. This bitch has never been by herself. You moved in with Andre. You moved in with Priest's family. You moved in the Priest truck. You moved with Big Kathy in this apartment. And you moved into a hut with that African. Okay.
Always there. And when I call him cheated on me, I left. His mother was mad at me for leaving. Like,
nah, tell the truth, bitch. Just like Lou's mama was mad at you for stinking up the room. Huh? If an African got to tell you stink, bitch, you stink. For real.
Like, that wasn't good enough of a reason for me to leave her son. It was good enough of a reason, on top of the fact that he was like physically abusive, right?
Here we go again. Here we go again. Oh, I got cheated on. He was physically abusive. No, tell the truth, bitch. Tell the truth.
And that doesn't mean all Nigerian men are physically abusive. That was just a problem that he had. So she was like pissed at me for wanting to leave him because he was cheating.
Nah, she pissed at you for lying on her goddamn son. And how come this bitch won't go home? It's probably what his mama kept saying. Tell the truth, bitch. Come on.
And she was like, you know, thinking I was out of my mind and crazy, you know, but then he turned
She was right.
around and he had 2 children by 2 different women of the same, they're like close in age. So she eventually found out what was really going on with her son because he wasn't necessarily being honest with her. She's nothing like Kevin Samuel. She's trying to keep the black community by speaking the truth. To me, right, what makes her a lot like him is the content that continues to encourage.
Nah, what you're mad about that makes her like him is that they were both successful. And you are not. That's what the real issue is.
Divisiveness. she's not promoting unity. She's encouraging Black women to date outside of their race, from what I understand. Now I could be wrong. If I'm wrong,
bitch, you wrong all the fucking time
about that, I'm sorry, but she from what I know her as, she's always encouraged Black women to discontinue dating Black men altogether and to date outside of their race. That's divisive. That's not like
trying to tell women to stop having babies by Black men. That's not divisive. Trying to quote unquote warn preferences from dating Black men. That's not divisive.
Encouraging Black men and women to be together. That's not no. I mean, if I'm mistaken, tell me like what you
probably are
really teaching. But for the most part, Kevin Samuels was kind of teaching Black men to not really. I guess.
Look at this bitch making up the shit as she go along. This bitch is. What Kevin Samuels teaches is for Black men to this bitch is begging for the universe to put some more bullshit in her head.
To go after women for superficial reasons.
No. You want to call it superficial any woman who doesn't match you.
Or to kind of get back at women in general without being selective about who they do.
See, look at this bitch. This bitch is trying to come up with this shit. Because she know you ain't making no sense. All that talking in a circle, all that word salad don't mean you know what the fuck you're talking about, because it's evident that you don't. Glasses are supposed to make people look smart.
Dubious shit too. Like, say for instance, if you want to rate women from a scale of 1 to 10, right? Let's say for instance you're that kind of man. You want to rate women from a scale of 1 to 10. Don't factor in the fact that you are fucking 3 to begin with. Just go ahead and rate.
Oh, bitch, we would love to rate you. Matter of fact, I will rate your ass right goddamn now. With or without the wig, with or without the filter, throw in the unbalanced pH. Bitch, you owe me 5.
Women from a scale of 1 to 10, and if she is overweight by 10 pounds.
Bitch, you are overweight by 10 people.
She's an automatic 1 out of that scale of 1.
Like I said, bitch, I just graded you. And from a scale of 1 to 10, you owe me 5.
Yeah, and then don't let her be a single mother. She's a 0.05.
Goddamn right.
And I mean, just unrealistic, crazy stuff. And
well, the bitch couldn't even make it through high school.
Honestly, like I said plenty of times when I talk about Kevin.
Bitch, you can't fuck with no numbers until you finish school, okay?
Samuels, as far as weight goes, listen, if you're not attracted to like chunky women, that's fine. Like, but there are men who are. So
we're waiting, bitch. Where they at? Where they at, bitch?
To try to encourage men who are attracted to chunkier women, to not date those women, it's kind of fucked up to me. Like, what kind of agenda do you have?
To have the best option for those men, which you are not it. You don't qualify, bitch. That's the problem.
You're out here telling guys to not date women who are thick-witted, Women are raising our sons to be men. I said that.
Right. Baby mamas like you, bitter baby mamas. Well, we got to get radio to, use a toilet and actually form sentences. But bitter baby mamas like you gonna raise that boy to be the exact type of man that you're telling people to stay away from.
I said earlier today, earlier in the live stream, I was saying that it's kind of a woman's fault because it's women who raise these men to be what they are.
That's right.
And I can tell that a lot of these men are actually hurt because they didn't have their fathers there, and then they all.
No, bitch. Try again.
So on top of that, had a bad relationship with their mother. And
nope.
So that right there helps me treat my son as good as I do. Because
treat him as good as you do. You treat him like he's a pet. You screaming him through a bullhorn. That boy don't ever wear no clothes. You won't teach him how to goddamn use a toilet. You won't take him to the doctor, and you won't put him in school. And that's good treatment coming from the bitch who claims over and over again, I'm a good person. No, bitch, you don't even believe that shit.
I never want him to feel abused. I never want him to feel hurt.
He is being abused. By you neglecting him to get it, the help that he needs, that's child abuse.
I never want him to feel betrayed by his own mother. And
you are betraying him. How is that fair that you know how to pee and he don't?
Part of the reason why I have a tad bit of respect for his father is that his father took the time to tell me what kind of childhood he had. And when he...
No, that's for you to lie and say that, oh, well, he left because his daddy wasn't shit. No, he left because his fucking mama.
Found out I was pregnant with my son, even though he didn't want my son, right? He did say to me, please, whatever you do, number one, don't drink around my son, right? And
we got a couple interviews where you was pregnant and drinking. Shut the fuck up.
Number two, do not beat him.
Look at this bitch. She is making this shit up in her head. Anytime this bitch talking when she's looking away from the camera, she is literally waiting for that shit to fall into her fucking head.
Do not beat him. And the childhood that my son's father had was just terrible. Put it like that.
How do you know?
It was just not good. Okay, so he just didn't want for our son to have his childhood.
Let's talk about your childhood.
Now, if...
Let you tell her your childhood forced you to drop out of the 10th grade.
You yourself are a man and you are about to have a baby and you don't want your son to grow up how you did, wouldn't that make you want to be like an amazing father?
Nah, but you, the nigga told you he didn't want you or the baby.
Right? I mean, logically, like you would just be like, you know what, I'm going to be a great dad.
Okay, so by your logic, seeing Big Kathy is such a colossal fuck up, wouldn't that make you want to be an outstanding mother? Because I'm pretty sure Big Kathy took you to the doctor maybe once or twice.
In his mind, that's not what that, you know what I mean? Like, I guess to him it was, let me just not be around at all. You know what I mean? Like, to me, that's kind of off. But he had, like, the way he grew up, he didn't have a good relationship with his biological father. And he loved his stepfather. So I think to some degree, he didn't want to have biological children alone. He didn't really.
No, he didn't want to have biological children with you. Not saying that about his fiance. Oops.
Tell me that, which he should have. And I think he would prefer being a stepfather over.
No. Who says that him and his fiance aren't going to have a kid? She ain't got to worry about him not being there. He'll be right where he been, right there.
Having biological children. I'm talking about my son's father. I think my son's father would be a better father to another woman's children.
No, he don't want children with you. The day you figure that shit out, you'll be a whole lot better
Than he would be to our son. Because the way that he grew up, he didn't have a good relationship with his father, but he had a relationship with his stepfather he loved.
Nah, bitch. The problem is you.
of his stepfather. So I think in his mind, psychologically, in his mind, it would make more sense for him to be an amazing.
Psychologically, in your mind, you think that trying to trap a married nigga and spending 5 years hounding and harassing him is gonna make him be a father. Not gonna happen.
Stepfather. Give the kids back to the men that want their children, problem solved. Well, most of these men don't want their children. It's
like you gave Damo to Andre.
Not like they're voluntarily out here like, can I get my kids? You know what I mean?
Bullshit. But then again, you've never seen the real files. How the fuck would you know?
Like if it was more men fighting for their children, then that would be, like I say all the time, if you got an issue with the way that black women are doing, with how black women are parenting their children, like if you had an issue with that, why would you leave your kids with a woman who is insane? Like
because first of all, you told that nigga you couldn't get pregnant. Stop.
Heard men say, oh, my baby mama this, my baby mama that, my baby mama that, all this negative shit. But son, homie, you didn't come pick up your kids. Come get your kids.
Okay, how about stop complaining about your baby daddy? How about you don't purposely lie to him and tell him you can't get pregnant, download a pregnancy app? How about that? But we don't want to talk about that.
From these women. Stop leaving your kids with these crazy ass women. If these women are toxic, these women need therapy, these women are promiscuous, these women are just terrible ass human beings, why the fuck would you leave your kids with her? That makes no sense.
Technically, no one left radio with you. You tucked tail, hopped on a plane, and left. So no one left anything with you.
But come get your kids, bruh. Like, I would. Like, if I was dating a woman and I knew that bitch was out her whole ass mind, I would be in court. First of all, I would make sure that my life's set. And the way
his life is set.
You can do that as a man. Let me tell you how you could do this as a man. If you want custody of your kids, right? If you got a kid by a chick that's just out of her mind, she's not a good mother. First,
you mean you?
You need to do is make sure you got a house.
They just got a new one. Oops.
Got a car. You got a business. Get you an LLC. Okay?
You have none of that.
And make sure you get your ass married. Okay?
He is.
Once you got you married, now, because I'm trying to get you legalized. That means you look like a stable motherfucker on paper.
Bitch, you can't even legalize a fucking high school diploma. What the fuck are you talking about?
That's what you need to do for the court system to look at you and give your kids to you. Especially if their mother ain't shit. Okay?
You're not.
So if you got your living situation together, you got you a decent job, start you an LLC. Matter of fact, just have the LLC. You ain't even got to be doing something major. You could be out here with a vending
begging for cash apps on YouTube
machine. Okay, you just got one vending machine at the local high school or at the local college or something like that you own, right? One damn vending machine. Okay, get your life situation straight.
But since you have a solution for all of this shit, why can't you apply that to your life? Huh? Why are you 42 years old, broke, fat, and living with your mother and your daughter as a fucking roommate? Explain that.
Get married and put your own self on child support. Okay? That's how you get that done. Hit me good one time. If your baby mama...
Nah, bitch. Because you know as well as everybody else know, only reason you had that little slow motherfucker was to trap loot. If he said, I want my kid, you will not give him to his daddy because the ultimate goal was to get him. Fuck out of here.
It's out her mind. If she a bad mother and you know
You are.
Bad mother, you can go get custody.
Yeah, if you're a bad mother and he knows you are, he might, I don't know, send your ass a cease and desist.
Your kids. Just make sure that your life is in order. You can't...
His life is in order. And don't act like you don't know
You out here a fuck nigga trying to get custody of your kids. Go out there, get you a job, make sure you got your own home. Matter of fact, it could just be an apartment. It don't even have to be some big luxury ass house. Get you an apartment, stay at that apartment for more than a year or two.
Coming from a bitch who spent 5 years in a hotel.
Get you a long history of you doing stable shit.
Which you do not have. You do not have a long history of doing anything stable. Financial, occupational wise, or relationship wise. Nothing is stable. You've always leached off someone else. So stop.
You can't just be jumping from place to place to place, jumping
like you do, from hotel to hotel.
From job to job to job, jumping from
like you got 30 goddamn jobs in your head. And we know goddamn well you can't produce a W-2 with your name on it for the past 20 years. Because they require an education.
Woman to woman to woman and think that the court's going to give you your kids. That's not how that works. This is why men are out here like, oh, I can't get custody of my kids. You know, the court ain't never going to give me custody of my kids. It's because you're not stable, bruh. You're not doing...
Bullshit. This bitch does not know what she's talking about. 99% of the time, the courts are going to leave the child with the mother. And you know that. So stop it.
Anything stable. What about you is stable? That's what you need.
What about you is stable? Huh? Your living situation ain't stable. Your job history damn sure ain't stable. Your education is non-existent.
To figure out first, because the courts will give you your kids. If your baby mama out her mind, like a lot of these men say, and their baby mama out there keeping them from their kids, then you need to do what you need to do as a man, and stop trying to make it seem like you
need to do what you need to do as a fucking mother, and potty train your child, take him to the doctor, get him properly diagnosed so he can get the care he's supposed to have, and put his ass in school, bitch.
You have no power. Yes, you do. The first thing you do is control your life, control yourself, get some self-discipline and some self-control, and go get your damn kids. Save your kids. Save your kids.
Somebody save radio.
Because your kids are being raised by these women who are destroying them.
Exactly. Radio is being raised by a bitch who thinks it's cute for him to go, eee, to wear no clothes, and she putting all this shit on camera. Still in a fucking diaper. Yeah, get your kids away from bitches like this.
We know that because we seeing other men out here killing.
No, we seeing mothers like you out here fucking them kids up.
Stabbing, complaining on social media, stalking.
Like you're doing. Why is this bitch projecting like the shit she talking about ain't her?
Racing, getting locked up, selling drugs, doing all types of shit other than getting therapy.
Come from someone who don't get therapy.
Because they was raised by some woman who
was
treating them like shit.
Yup.
Just keep it a buck here. But they give them to others. No, they really don't. See, this is the problem.
Yes, they do, bitch. See, anytime somebody come up there with a narrative that don't match yours, here you come with the shaming tactics and not believing in goddamn figures and shit. Yes. They're leaving radio with your unstable ass.
What y'all keep the fucking excuses.
See, the bitch getting mad now. What's more unstable than raising him in a fucking hotel for 5 years?
Fucking excuses. Stop it. They don't give it to... Listen.
Yes, they do.
Just like you need to be stable on paper as a father, you need to be stable on paper as a mother. No one...
And you clearly are not.
...going to give you your children simply off the fact of you being their mother.
Bullshit. As soon as that baby comes slithering out that stank pussy of yours, he was automatically yours, so stop it.
You have to be making a certain amount of money. You have to have a job.
No, you don't.
You have to be...
No, you don't. You know, just like everybody else know, all you have to have is a pussy, and you automatically gonna get that child. So stop with the bullshit.
A stable situation. You have to live in a stable environment. If you don't have none of that, and you got your baby daddy fighting you for your kid...
Okay, you don't have any of that, and you got full custody radio.
Kids. Oh, it's over for you, sis. You can forget it. If you're walking around here with no place to live, no
Okay, you had no place to live for 5 years and you still had it.
real money, no car, no job, no
None of that. You ain't had no place to stay, no real car, no money, no job. And you still got radio.
nothing. The court is not going to give you your kids, whether you gave birth to them a month ago, 2 years ago, or 6 years ago.
Bullshit.
You're not going to get your kids. That's not how the court works. And
Is that why you keeping radio out the system? Because when they see how delayed he is and how you treat him, they just might step in and take his ass.
tired of everybody trying to make it seem like that's how it works. Nah, that is not what they're doing. To take it from someone who
don't know what the fuck she talking about.
Experienced this. This is
Experience what? You haven't even experienced the 11th grade. What the fuck are you talking about?
not a game with them. They are not playing. You have to have your shit stable for your kids.
And you don't, and you still haven't.
To be in your life. For your kids to be in your life. Like, child, let me drink my water. Back to what I was saying.
This bitch is so fucking gross. Should the non-preference be warning the preference? You mean should the non-preference you be hating on the preference everybody else? You been lying for how long?
Should the non-preference be warning the preference? Because, I mean, let's keep it a buck here. If you're a man and you watching this, if you a man and you watching this, and you could truly say, out of all of the men that you ever met your entire life, that all of them were solid, all of them treated women well.
What the fuck are you talking about? People are human, you idiot. What's your new catchphrase? Men are not monolithic. Dudes ain't the fucking same. Every person you meet is not going to be solid. Just like your ass is not solid. You're not educated. You're not stable. Fuck out of here.
They've always
Bitch.
had a job.
You ain't had one.
They've always had a car.
You ain't.
They've never drank alcohol, at least when they
We know you do, even while you were pregnant.
do drink alcohol, they know how to hold their liquor. They've never done drugs.
You did confess to being a drug addict.
You've never seen them fight.
You run all the time, so no one's ever seen you fight.
Think about all that I just listed. If you have met a man in your life that's any of that, he black, put a plus inside of the comment section. Put a plus.
Biz, there's nobody in your chat, so what are you talking about?
In the chat. If you met a man in your life, whether it was your father, your uncle, one of your friends, and all of them been that way your whole life, and you never seen them treat a woman bad, get into a fight, get too damn drunk too often, smoke weed, most of us ain't gonna be no pluses. Because out of
Bitch, you got so many negatives. How the fuck you gonna tell somebody else to put up a plus?
all of the men, and we're talking about black men here, majority of black men aren't that solid. You got to be a real solid man to be.
Okay, and you purposely got pregnant by slow married niggas. What the fuck are you talking about?
And this is why I keep trying to tell y'all. My daughter's father is as solid.
Here we go. Yeah, he's solid because he didn't put your ass on child support and he let you go out there and run the streets. That's why he's so solid.
As he gets. Okay? My daughter's father is like the blueprint. This man.
No, he ain't. Because he got you pregnant. So what is he the blueprint of? How to be a simp? Get an ain't shit bitch pregnant and you raise a kid? Yeah, okay. Listen to him, guys.
Has always had a job. Always
And you haven't.
had a car.
Not you.
Drugs and alcohol, barely.
Nope.
Okay, I don't think, barely. I think maybe in the early when we were in our early 20s, I maybe seen him drink, I don't know, 4 times.
And your ratchet ass didn't drive him to drink? Simp.
Okay. Smoke. Maybe he smoked weed when we were in our 20s, maybe once or twice, maybe. But house, car, business, and
all the things that you have never had.
Investments. I ain't even seen this dude fight. I seen him get into an argument like one time with somebody. I never want to see him that mad again. He got self-control. He got self-discipline.
He ain't got self-discipline because he got you pregnant and admitted to it. I'm
telling you, like, it's rare that a lot of black men are like that. There are not a lot of black men that can fly.
Nah, bitch, the black men you fuck with.
Out and say that they have that. Oh my God, two.
There's 2 motherfuckers in there.
Out of all of these people, 2. I hope.
Right out of all 3 of y'all, 2.
In my comment section, once this posted on Facebook and on YouTube, maybe some men will come in my comment section. Like if you are watching a playback of this live stream, put a plus inside of the comment section. If you can say that all your life, all of the men in your life, you ain't never seen them disrespect a woman, never seen them cheat on a woman, never seen them do anything unstable. Because see, to me, black men have normalized instability.
No. You bitches have normalized instability. It's okay to get pregnant by a dude who ain't stable. Keep the baby, then complain about him. It's okay to be lazy, fat as fuck, and let somebody else foot the bill. Yeah, it's okay.
And if you tell a black man that shit you're doing right there it's not normal.
Like we tell you.
They're offended.
Just like you. You want a black motherfuckers.
So as a black woman, when you have friends who are non-black, and I had a girlfriend who was non-black.
What website did you meet her off of?
And she kept saying to me that men was playing her. Beautiful girl. She younger than me. She was like 28. And she kept telling me, I met her out here. Matter of fact, I met her while I was driving Uber. I ain't drove Uber in so long. I ain't drove Uber like.
You met her when she was driving Uber. Let me guess. You were driving Uber. You started telling her about Lou again. And that's your friend? Does she know she your friend?
Oh my God. It's been a while. Anyway, it's been like almost a year. Oh my God. So
it's your friend, but it's been almost a year. Okay.
Anyway, because you
just like Mark 773 was your friend. Your best friend. You couldn't even go to the nigga funeral because you never met him.
I like driving Uber. Like I like driving Uber and doing DoorDash.
Yeah, we know you like driving Uber and doing DoorDash because it don't require you to have a fucking diploma.
That's my shit. Give me time to think, go out there and whatever. Anyway, so.
Right, then get out there and think and stop begging for money on here.
I met her like 2 years ago when I was driving Uber and she was coming to visit. She was from Boston. And she was coming to visit because she had a job. Her job usually takes.
Damn. So that means you probably didn't like this bitch because she had a job.
Her like to different sites. And she was going to be in San Francisco for 3 months. So I picked her up from the airport. Got to talking to her and shit. And she kept saying how much.
About priest.
She liked black men. And I was like, yeah, I mean, I could see why you like black men. Because from a distance, like, black men look like they the shit, right? Like, fine.
I bet you this bitch had more success than you.
Hell, muscular, solid, real, a lot of them got good personalities, easy to deal with when, Black men.
And then here you come and fuck it up.
Right?
Make niggas want to go back to their wives.
And then she said, well, they always playing me and they always doing stuff and we always got some drama and blah, blah, blah. She was like, tell me.
No, the problem is her. If men always playing her just like you, if men always cheating on you and whooping your ass, the problem is you.
What else I could do? When she found out I was a relationship coach, she was like, tell me.
Oh.
What to do. So finally, I said, okay, this will.
Right. That's right, Snow Bunny. Take advice from a high school dropout who's never been engaged, never been married, to the point where you gotta write his name, tattoo it on your ring finger. You gotta download a pregnancy app, lie to a nigga, tell him you can't get pregnant so you can get pregnant. That's right, Snow Bunny. Take advice from this bitch.
What you gonna do? I'm not gonna be your coach. I'm just gonna be your friend. Tell me the next time you meet a black man, and I'll tell you what to do, right? Now,
Right. You gonna tell her what to do. You gonna tell her how to run a man back to his wife.
The reason why she was in San Francisco and decided to take this job to begin with is because she was dating someone from the basketball team. Now, a professional team, right? I'm not going to say which athlete.
Yeah, because you ain't made it up yet.
But he was black. Let's just put it like this. He was black. And she was like, well, I was thinking about moving here permanently. I mean, we've been like on and off for like 3 or 4 years. I was like, well, does he want you to move here like professionally? She was like, he's not.
Why don't she do what you do and just move in with the motherfucker after a week? See how much that works out. Hello, my name is Soncerae. I move in with niggas I just met, and all I got was this t-shirt and a slow baby.
I really said it, and I'm thinking to myself, y'all been dealing with each other.
I told you about that shit, bitch. Stop thinking. You see where it's got you.
On and off for 3 years, and not one time did he ask you to move to San Francisco with him.
I bet none of them niggas asked you to move in with them. Only way you got to move in with Lou, you told him Andre kicked you out.
Because he's playing basketball. Like, not one time did he, I mean, he didn't even mention it, and she was just like, nah. And I was like, okay. So she had him on standby. Whole time she in San Francisco, for the 3 months she was in San Francisco, this man did not reach out to her one time to see her.
Like you been in Northern California 5 years, and that one time Lou reached out to you? Well, goddamn. Forest fires didn't do it. Cancer didn't do it. Let me kill myself. That didn't even work. Don't you dare tell that girl to fake her death. That's the type of advice you're gonna give. Look, girl, if you really want him to get his attention, fake delete yourself.
Not one time. And I was like, girl, I'm sorry to break it to you, sis, but I don't think he is. But she was just so hell-bent on being with him. And so she was like, well, I'm just going to keep dating or whatever. And I was thinking to myself, when I really like a guy, right, first of all,
you get overbearing, you get clingy, you download pregnancy apps, and in your mind, you're engaged within the first week, but nobody told him.
I don't even want nobody else. It's going to be difficult.
Nah, bitch, you can't get nobody.
Me to date somebody else until I get over him. But she was already like dating guys, and so she ran into this one guy. And she met him. I think she met him at like one of these malls or like some place. I can't even remember where she met him. But anyway, he gets her phone number. Okay, she calls me. I say, listen, don't sleep with him.
No, what you should have told her is, wash your ass, because you already know.
Don't sleep with him, okay?
Did you try to sell that bitch a celibacy ring? Huh?
She's like, but why? I want to have sex. Now, that's another problem. When earlier in this live stream, I said non-black women love sex. Okay, they may have like
Says the woman who got a train ran on her at the swingers party.
society may hypersexualize black women, but
Says the woman who got a train ran on her at the swingers party.
non-black women fuck much easier. They fuck
Really? Then why do y'all lead the nation in abortions? I'll wait.
way easier to just any dude
What's easier than letting everybody fuck you at the swingers party?
they think is amazing. So right, she's like, I'm like, please do not have sex with him too soon. You having sex, number one. After I listened to all her stories, she was having sex with dudes way too soon. She would
Says the one, how many times you got pregnant in your teens? Huh?
meet them.
How you got an abortion before you got an education, you dumb bitch?
One day and then 2 days later, bam, she already in his bed. And I'm like, ma'am, you don't know this dude.
You mad because this guy isn't scared to put his face in it for fear to that rotten snatch gonna melt his face off. That's what you really mad about.
Only know what he telling you. So she starts telling me about
You hoping this bitch don't know what you telling her, but it ain't working.
this guy and, the way that he dressed, his chains and shit. And, he like
Guys who would never approach you.
typical, like, dusty, right?
Oh, he's dusty because he picked her, right? Oh, okay.
Nice looking. He looked like he got bread, but his character ain't the best, right? And she likes
And yours is?
to go after the men who look like they something. Ain't necessarily.
Because she can get those men and you can't. That's why you try and discourage that girl, because you're mad that she's succeeding where you never will.
They fucked up on his side. So she's like, I like him and blah, blah, blah. I say, okay, I tell you what. Since you want to sleep with him, because I'm telling you not to do it, but I think you're going to end up doing this shit anyway. And she's just like, yeah, I'm having him over tonight. I said, okay, when he gets over to your crib, ask him why he like you.
Because she got a pussy. What does it fucking matter, you idiot?
And see what he say. Because I promise.
Man, what the fuck they got? First of all, that bitch, you listen to this bitch right here go fuck everything up. If that woman invited that man over to her house, she's down to fuck. Period. It don't matter why he like her. Dummy.
Shoot, it ain't what you think. I said, I could tell you what he like about you right now.
Like you was sitting there interrogating priests in that hotel. How many kids you want?
I said, he liked the fact that you not black.
How do you know? Again, hating on this girl, if this story is even true, hating on this girl because she getting dick from a nigga that got a couple dollars and you couldn't get dick from a broke nigga.
He liked the fact that you sit there and listen to his ass talk. And
Like you thought Lou was and it didn't work?
he liked the fact that you gonna give it up easy as fuck. Those are the three things that got this man on.
Coming from the woman who got pregnant a few times in high school, the 2 years she was there, and got a train ran on her. Yeah, you are the expert on fucking.
You right now. Initially, when men meet you, they gonna want to sleep with you. Now, mind you, she's sexy
Duh.
as hell. She a good looking chick.
And that's why you trying to hate on this girl. Because according to you, she's sexy and good looking as hell and can get men. And you can't even trap a man.
I can show it to you, but this is her private business. So I don't know what.
If this girl even exists, because this bitch will spin a lie in a minute. Especially because you ain't looking into the camera. You're probably making this shit up as you go along.
So I'm like, tell me what he say when you say that to him. So next day, right? Now mind you, this was like earlier in the day, later that night, he comes over. Next day, she hits me up. She's like upset. Cause after she slept with the dude, they laid in the bed.
You're happy that she's upset.
And I started talking. She asked him what I told her to ask him. He flat
Yeah, and you fucked it up.
out told her, well, I like you because number one, I don't like black girls. Like I like non-black girls. That's the first thing he says to her. I really just like you because you got like real hair. You know, you got light skin. You just
Okay.
not black. That's number one. So,
And what did you ever what did guys say when you asked them why they like you? I'll wait.
Somehow they managed to get into an argument right
Because of your stupid ass.
after that. They had sex and he leaves. So I said, I bet you
Because she asked that dumbass question and you knew that was going to happen. You don't want to see nobody who has anything that you don't have.
not gonna call you again. I bet you he not gonna answer because he's
Yeah, because you told her to ask that stupid ass question.
using the argument that y'all had as a reason to be done with you when really all he wanted from you from the
Bitch asked me that dumbass question, I'm going to leave too.
beginning was
Especially if she told me a high school dropout, 2-time baby mama told her to ask me that shit.
to fuck. Now he got what he wanted from you. All he wanted was the fuck. She's like, no, I think he's gonna call. I think he was just mad. I'm just gonna call him and apologize. I was like, okay. I'm trying to tell you not to do that. 3 days go by, he ain't call. Week gone by, he ain't call. I'm like, girl, stop calling me about this.
Y'all been talking that much, but you ain't heard from her in a year, and that's your friend, bitch. Is this even a real story? Probably not.
Dude, he's not going to call you. She calls him herself, tries to apologize. He ain't answering. He ain't answering a text, phone call, nothing. Never talks to the girl again. Came over to her house, never took her on a date, nothing. Just asked her for a phone number. She takes the phone number. Supposedly, she gives him the phone number. Supposedly, she like him.
And if this story is true, you want to make her say something so ridiculous that he's like, oh, I ain't dealing with this dumb bitch no more.
I said, I told you, you ain't listen. I said, I told you these men don't want you for who you are. They don't know you. When men first meet women, they do not know you, sis.
A relationship coach who gives bad advice. Guess you should have got that real certification, huh?
All they know is what you look like. Yeah, you might be able to capture him physically, but then there will
You can't.
become a moment in time where he realizes whether or not he want to deal with you long term. You could
That's why you keep getting left.
fuck that up easy with a lot of guys, depending on where this man is in his life. If he has decided that he wants to be for the streets, you could do a tiny thing and his ass will be done with you.
Maybe he just don't like you.
But if he decides that he wants to be somebody's husband or boyfriend and you came at the right time after he hit, he's staying around. But
Then why have you never been married or engaged? You claim you've been engaged 8 times, but they were never engaged to you. Just like Cook City and ask you, oh, he proposed. Well, oh, we were engaged. Oh, did he propose? No. Yeah. Okay.
you don't know where these men stand when you first meet them. You don't know whether he wants to be for the streets or not. It doesn't matter whether he takes you on a date.
You are in no position to bargain. You're a short, fat, 42-year-old, 2-time baby mama with no high school diploma, and you live with your fucking mama. You better be glad if a nigga try to holler at you on a bicycle. You can't say what a man needs to have to get with your short, fat, 42-year-old, high school dropout living with your mama with a delayed child. You cannot demand shit other than that nigga's breathing.
It doesn't matter what he says. You will never know where a man is until time go by and you figure that shit out. So when you first
when time go by and they figure your ass out, that's why you still single, bitch.
start meeting these men, regardless to what color they are, you need to be trying to vet him and trying to figure out where he is in life.
Oh, you get vetted. Forever the side chick. You get vetted, bitch. Yes, you do.
Life first before you jump his bones.
Like, how about let him get divorced first? Let us get out the hotel into a permanent residence before I purposely get pregnant by him. That's what you need to be saying, bitch.
Don't jump his bones first and then be like, you know what? I think he about this bullshit. I think he for the streets. Bitch, you could have figured that out before then. You couldn't figure that shit out long before then if you get to know them. Now,
Which is why you will never be wife, because niggas get to know your ass. Oh, it's a done deal, bitch.
there's some guys out there, honestly, that I feel like even if you was to wait 90 days, like I got my 90-day rule, right?
Again, you cannot tell nobody. And what do they get at the end of those 90 days, bitch, huh? What do they get at the end of those 90 days? A short, fat, 8-chin wearing, lunch lady arms having, no diploma having, no job having, living with your mama with a slow baby. That's right, guys. That's what's at the end of the finish line after 90 days. This bitch right here. That's right. She don't come with no job. She don't come with her own place. Her child don't come with no speech. And you probably gotta fuck this bitch outside because you got Damo, Big Kathy, and radio. Imagine trying to fuck this bitch and you got radio in the back. Oh my God, wait a minute. I have seen this shit before. Ain't that what Forrest Gump was doing? When the principal was fucking his mama? That's the same noise radio makes. Oh my God. Wouldn't that be some shit? Some desperate homeless nigga get done fucking this bitch. And he hears, that's either radio or somebody in their fucking Forrest Gump mama.
that I tell women to do, because when I was younger, I had 90 days. You know what I mean?
When you was younger, bitch, you had 90 days to get them goddamn abortions. Tell the truth.
And then for me now, it's kind of like a year. You know what I mean? Like, I like to wait for a while, build a friendship.
I thought you was celibate for 5 years. Till the guy from high school came and fucked it up by smoking crack, right? Okay.
You know, I used to build friendships at first before, but I used to know, one thing I used to know in the beginning was whether or not I was going to, like, be his friend long term or not. I always knew early. And I
You mean whether you going to stalk his ass long term?
just never listened to it. Like, my gut always told me something. But
Bitch, your gut need to tell you to take your ignorant ass back to school.
there are men out there who know how to pretend for 6 to 12 months to be whatever it is.
Just like you pretend like you got an education?
They think you want them to be because they're narcissists and they know how to play the game. So to some degree, as a woman, you got to learn.
As spoken by a fucking expert.
How to strengthen your sense of intuition. Because usually your intuition will tell you some shit. It will let you know whether a nigga is fucked up or not.
And yeah, your intuition told you that this married guy who still live with his wife, yeah, I'm gonna download a pregnancy app and get pregnant by him. Yeah. Okay.
Listen, anytime I haven't listened to my intuition.
Did your intuition tell you to at least finish the 10th grade before you dropped out? No.
Child. Anytime I ever listen. I don't know what you mean, Section 8, a welfare problem solver. That doesn't give you the right to be a reporter. You should be done with him if he's with somebody else. I don't know.
That's right.
Talking about Sandy.
Oh, you bitch, you mad. You didn't like that, did you? This bitch ran right past that shit.
You right, the majority of black men are toxic because no one wants to be Russell Wilson. Plenty of men want to be Russell Wilson.
She need to be asking if this Michael Hurt dude is a top or a bottom.
Plenty of men want to be Russell Wilson and have.
Nah, bitch, go back to that other question. If he's happy with somebody else, why talk about him? But you don't want to go there.
Respect for Russell Wilson.
No, Russell Wilson is a fucking simp. And he wiped up a bitch who got pregnant by a Pookie. That's what giving you hoes hope.
Men that you see complaining the most on the internet, calling Russell Wilson a simp, wish
he is.
They could have a healthy marriage and family. They wish.
No, bitch, no. We ain't finna go in and wife up a bitch who had a baby with a pookie. Which is why it's never gonna happen to you.
They can have that shit. And because they don't have it, they make
We're happy.
fun of him. That's
So basically, we make fun of you because you have something that we want. Okay.
9 times out of 10. Every time you see somebody making fun of somebody else, it's usually because they're jealous and they wish they had it.
Oh my God! Wait a minute. So because I make fun of you, what do you have that I want? I'll wait. Okay, bitch. What do you have that everybody else wants?
A lifestyle. They are misunderstanding what it means to be a husband and father.
Bitch, you're misunderstanding what it means to be a high school graduate.
They are misunderstanding it. They think too selfishly and too egotistically, and they think that being an alpha means that you have to disrespect your woman, or you have to have all of this control, or you have to be blah, blah, blah. Seeing a man love a woman the way that Russell loves Sierra, they don't consider that manly.
No, what's not manly is her having a baby by a nigga who got 8 baby mamas and him coming in having to clean that shit up. No, that's not manly.
That's the problem with black men. They have normalized love to be non-existent between.
And bitches like you have normalized having babies before you married by ain't shit motherfuckers. And shaming the ones who don't want to be with you bitches.
A black man and a black woman. So when they see two people actually loving each other, and Russell and Sierra aren't perfect people at all. They're real realistic type of people. It ain't
You said like you know them.
like they sit here pretending to be the first lady and president of the Christian University. You know what I mean?
Bitch, you don't talk about nobody's school.
Like that couple that was screwing that pool boy. What was the name of that luxury? I mean, that university.
This bitch is fucking retarded.
I can teach my son how to be a good person because I'm a good person.
There you go again. Anytime somebody says, I'm a good person, they're not a good person. You can't even teach your son to talk. Your son knows 2 words. 2 confirmed words we heard radio say. No, and he would call your fat ass greedy. That's it.
I can teach him to be a better person than me. Like, I know the
That'll be a feat.
mistakes I made. I know the missteps I took. So I just know to teach him not to take those steps. Like, my daughter is nothing but a better version of me. My daughter's
She should be no version of you. And if that's the case, that's because Andre raised her without your help.
amazing. My daughter, I don't talk about my daughter a lot because I want her to have her private life. I feel like if she doesn't want to be a part of social media, she should have that choice. A lot of people have tried to be all up and through her business, and I've pretty much...
Okay, she shouldn't want to pay a third of her mama's rent either. But she is.
Protected her from that. But for the most part, my daughter is like amazing. She's just a better version of me. Right? Because she had a better upbringing than me.
Well, she's a few abortions shy of you, so yeah, she's winning in that regard.
That same way with my son. My son has a better upbringing than me. So I can teach him how to be a better person, and I also know how to move the fuck out the way and let some
Potty train him first.
male influence come in. The best way to teach my son how to be a man is to be selective about what kind of men I put into his life. Too many single
Like you had that much success.
mothers just randomly choose any type of random man to like bring into their children's lives,
Like you.
and they're consistently
Like you and Damo sat up there and was trading dick stories. Huh? How would she know that as your child?
dating this man. I'm not fucking with that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even close to...
You did it with Damo.
Oh.
She was naming niggas you forgot.
Anytime I want to be with a man, when it does finally come time for me to be with a man, whenever that time comes, I'm gonna make sure I know what kind of relationship he has with my son. It has
Well, how long did you wait to start fucking with the crackhead? Y'all got engaged.
to feel right, and it has to feel right to my son. Any man who comes in my life has to love my son, not as if my son is his own, but love my son for who my son is, and love my son because my son.
So when he show up and Rayo come around the corner, what he gonna say? Come here, little boy. No.
Belongs to me. I don't want a man who will love my son like my son is his own, because my son ain't never going to be his, ever, no matter how
Thank God.
hard he tried. My son ain't never going to be his. So if he comes into my life wanting to love me and my son, he has to understand that his relationship with my son is a unique, special kind of one. It's not something that can be duplicated. You can't step in and suddenly just decide to be his father.
Bitch, you may as well wait for the earth to spin in the opposite direction before that shit happens.
You discipline him, yeah, but then again, I'm a good mother, so he probably won't need
Okay.
that much discipline to begin with. He's a good boy. And usually when
He can't even wear clothes.
you meet a woman who is a good mother, who knows how to teach their children how to
A good mother who won't potty train her child, won't take him to the doctor, and won't put him in school. Yeah, your mommy the fucking year.
be good children. As a stepfather, you don't have to come in and like extra discipline her kids, because she already has disciplined them so well that they already know how to behave.
We can't tell for the shit we see in radio doing.
Now, the only time my son would need his stepfather is if he has to have manly conversations with him. And honestly, my son has that in my daughter's father.
Your son can't have conversations, period, because he can't talk.
My daughter's father came to visit us last week, spent some time with my daughter, spent some time with my son. My son gonna be just fine. I promise you, he'll be just fine. People don't take time to get to know each other anymore. Thank you. They don't. They're just rushing through shit. What about Will Smith? What's the question about Will Smith? I think Oral Roberts is the name of the college. No, that's not the name of the college.
Bitch, name your high school. Name your college.
Miami pool boy finds himself trapped.
Oh my God, this bitch, I can't. Come on, bitch.
Hulu. It's called God Forbid, and that shit was amazing too. Like, that is an interesting ass.
Oh my God, come on, bitch, come on.
Because my oldest is the, I don't really need to like do anything with her really, but with my son,
You didn't do anything with her when she was a child. That's why you can't do anything with her now, because she's an adult, which is why you want her around you, because she doesn't require anything from you.
and I gotta raise a son. So again, a man who is over 55, he should be well into being over a millionaire by then. If he not a millionaire by then, I don't know what the fuck he been doing.
Bitch, you over 40 and you ain't even finished high school. You know what, y'all? I'm okay. This bitch is dumb as fuck, y'all. Oh my God. This shit was making my head hurt. I can't. I gotta stop it right here, y'all. This bitch dumb as fuck. All right, y'all.